What's going on, everyone? Yeah, today is March the 21st, 2022. I'm going to come through today and talk about Sandbox. It's been It's the start of a new trading week, so I wanted to come in and update the market, show you all what I'm looking forward to now in Sandbox, considering that it's been a while. So welcome to the channel. Yeah, this is HueFin, also known as HueFin. This is what I do. I do the price prediction without the confusion. I want to make sure that everyone gets to understand that you don't have to be a master of looking at charts or spending hours and hundreds of hours of trying to figure out what is the value of these cryptocurrencies. All you need to do is pay attention to the charts. You only need to look at what the other people are trying to do with their money to try to grasp where price is trying to go. So if you guys appreciate it, hit the like button, and also subscribe here to the channel, because I'm here to give you just that. No FUD, no FOMO. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. I did a video for Sandbox on March the 8th. You guys can see that it is still here on the chart. And March the 8th is right here. So I came back in because I originally had this price prediction on the chart since February 22nd of 2022. Still looking for this currency's price to go down. Came back in on March the 8th, did an update video, and the price in Sandbox has gone down, but it wasn't extreme. It only went down slightly, which is a very positive thing for us to understand how is the market feeling now. That down move that we saw all the way back in November of 2021 is subsiding. It's because the market is becoming more accommodative to what the market has gone through since last year. That's a very good thing for us to take note of as we go throughout the rest of 2022. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this particular price prediction first. At the low of the market, right here after March the 8th, it came in on the 15th and the 14th of March. So if you were to get out then, that's around what, 13.67%. Now the market did not come all the way down to the very bottom of our support area at 240, 242, but hey, we still got a lot of time. All right, so let's talk about this. Let me get rid of this first. And now let's speak on this. All right, first of all, I'm going to ease up your eyes. I don't want to make this complicated or confusing for you. And like I said, considering that the market in Sandbox is just literally consolidating right now, I'm going to get rid of this lower area ascending line. Okay, the market is not that weak right now, so there's no need for us to really be pinpointing how low price can it go. So let me get rid of this. And we're going to focus our attention on this support area right here now, because the market in Sandbox is not trying to break below 250 or even $2.42, that original area that I was looking for price to come down towards. It's not looking for that right now, because this trend, this downtrend line that's into the market right now in Sandbox, is being broken right now. Look at that. The trend that the market in Sandbox created all the way back in November, it is now being broken outside of that trend. Again, that translates over into the market just being more stable, more accommodative to us trading sideways and above 250. Now, let's see how the week ended though. We're starting out on a new trading week in the market in Sandbox, and this is how the last completed week ended, right here. So you all can see that, yeah, there is still some selling going on into the market in Sandbox. I really won't be massively bullish until we see the price in Sandbox break above 350. That is where we need to see the market buyers trade. They need to take the price up there for us to really say, yeah, this market in Sandbox is looking to go up in price. And we're not seeing that just yet. So even though we did close higher than the previous week, the previous 2 weeks, we still had to think that there's still some sellers mixed in from the trading that occurred last week. So let's keep that in mind, all right? Let's look at Sandbox on a 3-day time frame, because this is the 3-day time frame here into the market in Sandbox. This was a very positive 3-day price fall right here, very positive, but we really didn't get the follow through here. So the market in Sandbox is still trying to decide and figure out, okay, am I really trying to go up? This is what the buyers are trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out, where are the buyers? Are they here? Are they at a different price level? Where are the buyers? Are the sellers? Because we need to get them out the way in order for us to let this price trade above 350. They're trying to figure that out right now. So on this current 3-day price bar, which ends in the next day and 14 hours, will have to show us price closing higher than the last two 3-day price bars. We have to see that in order for us to get the proof and the confirmation that the market is really going to go up. So far, we're not seeing that just yet, but time will tell in the next day in 4 hours, 14 hours. So this is Sandbox right here on the 2-day time frame. Again, not a lot's going on. It's kind of like a wait and see period for us to really see whether or not the buyers are going to pop out and really overtake the sellers, right? This is it on the 11-hour time frame. I'm still seeing some strength here on the hourly perspective for Sandbox. It doesn't look extremely weak. This is it on the 15-hour chart, and the fact that the market has broken the trend, we can actually kind of play some strength into the market in Sandbox. But like I said, I'm not going to be massively bullish until we see this market break 350. If it's not going to break 350, then we need to take the bag sooner rather than later, right? So let's go ahead and do this here real quick. We're going to go ahead and play some strength here into the market in Sandbox. Looking for the market to go up in price, but again, we got to keep our eyes open on the last area to where the market got rejected, which is right here. Okay. So we might need to take the profitability right there. What do you think? This is where the sellers are at, $3.30. So if we were to put the play in right now, that would give us around what? 6% profitability from a run up from where price is now to 330. So now let me go ahead and get rid of this. Let me look at this on the monthly time frame first. Okay. You guys can tell as the market and Sandbox continues to trend lower on a monthly basis that the volume has also been decreasing. That kind of resembles that the sellers are leaving the market, like they're not present. They're not trying to dump the price. They're not trying to get off their Sandbox tokens in the market. And once that happens, you create a market of interest and demand, and price will begin to go up. Okay. So now this is where on the 3-week time frame, we got 6 days and 14 hours. Like, we got to pay attention to this. All right. I want you all to see this. We got to pay attention. We got 6 days and 14 hours in the market in Sandbox on this 3-weekly price bar, right? Because these last 2 3-weekly price bars definitely resembles that the market's going to continue to go down in price. We need to see the market in Sandbox hold 250. If the market breaks 250 to the downside, be prepared for a massive movement lower. I'm just here to give you all a heads up, because from the 3-weekly perspective is the reason why I would be playing in weakness into the market in Sandbox. Yeah, this time frame is literally where I'm still seeing weakness on the chart. This is it on a 2-weekly time frame. So I just want to drop the hint to you all that, yeah, market is going up right now, but in the next 6 days and 14 hours, we can definitely see the price in Sandbox trade lower than this 250 spot. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is this price prediction that I'm dropping, it's going to have to be on a shorter time frame, right? Because I'm not necessarily seeing that amount of strength coming through. Like I said, price may just hit 330 to 340, and price will continue to hit that lower end. So you know what? Since I really don't cover Sandbox on an intraday basis, i.e. hourly, minute time frame, and I saw that weakness on the 3 weeks and the 2 weeks time frame, we need to consider from that perspective that the market can continue to go lower. So that's how I'm going to play this market right here. Okay, I'm going to play the short end of the market again, just like I did on the last price prediction that I've done in Sandbox. Now, I won't become bullish until we see this market in Sandbox break above that 350 price level. So even if we're seeing the strength coming to the market right now, I'm telling you now, yes, this market is giving us strength on a shorter intraday basis. It's not giving us strength though on a longer term basis, which is what this price prediction is for. It's for the longer term basis. Okay. So I'm going to transpose this line right here. And instead of it being in a downtrend in Sandbox, we're going to utilize it as an area for us to try to play on this market in Sandbox trading sideways. Okay. So we're going to run this into like mid-April for us to continue to see this price in Sandbox trade this way. All right. So price doesn't break above 350. I'll even take it up here to $4 around 375. Price doesn't break that to the upside. We're just trading sideways. So expect that, right? We might just be bouncing in between Sandbox and then eventually break that to the downside because of that longer term time frame that I've shown you, the 2 weeks and a 3 week chart. That literally tells us how weak this market is from that perspective. So right, from a daily perspective, yes, this market may in fact continue to go up in price. I am prepared for that, but I want us to really see the buyers overtake 350 though. If they don't, then I still know that that longer term weakness that I've shown you on a 2 weeks and a 3 week basis, that it is still valid. Okay, so let me put this here. This is how I'm going to play the market in Sandbox here on a daily basis. Yes, it could go up, but I'm looking from this price prediction from a longer term basis, i.e. 2 weeks to 3 weeks time frame, and it's going to be real dependent on how we end in the next 6 days and 14 hours. If the market buyers are able to hold price in the next 6 days and 14 hours, then yeah, I already know I'm gonna have to cut this prediction. I already know it. So I won't have to become emotional and say what happened, why price go up. I'm already prepared for that. So now I want to know, you guys are part of the team right now. Drop me your price prediction, your price target into the market for Sandbox, and let me know where we're going to go. All right, make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.